We have only one topic for tonight, Syria. Of course, Bashar al-Assad, a dictator who was forced to flee his own country. What was the history, the nowadays and perspectives for the country, and how the friend and ally of a fallen dictator, Russia, is acting, and what are the consequences for the whole region? Good afternoon, my name is Henry Keane and we are UATV English, as usual, bringing you the hard truth in easy terms for the whole free world directly from Ukraine. The Syrian president, Bashar al-Assad, has fled the country. His family has ruled for 54 years as rebels captured the city of Damascus after a lightning-fast advance completed in just under 2 weeks. The Syrian leader had been publicly absent as Islamist militant insurgents spearheaded a sweeping offensive that began in small enclave in northwestern Syria and within only 11 days have completely toppled Assad's rule. In the first announcement on state television following the offensive that took the world by surprise, rebels said they had ended Assad's 24-year authoritarian rule, and his family ruled Syria for over 50 years. You're now watching the statue of Hafez Assad, Bashar al-Assad's father, being demolished. The rebels announced the liberation of the city of Damascus and the fall of the tyrant Bashar al-Assad and the release of all the unjustly detained from the regime prisons, calling on fighters and citizens to safeguard the property of the free Syrian state. Syria's army command notified officers on Sunday that Assad's regime had ended, but the Syrian army later said it was continuing operation against what he called terrorist groups in the towns of Hama and Homs and Deraa countryside. From what we know so far, not too successful though. Rebels said they had freed prisoners from Damascus' notorious Sidnaya prison, regarded as a symbol of Assad's tyrannical regime's brutality. There are also videos in the internet from Damascus showed a man climbing on top of a hospital, trying to tear down a poster of Assad's face. So where is al-Assad now? Well, two senior Syrian officers told the media that Assad had fled Damascus. His destination is unknown. But journalists, we keep on asking, and the senior Emirati diplomat Anwar Gargash declined to say whether Assad was fleeing to the United Arab Emirates. When people ask where Bashar al-Assad is going to, I say, when you really look at this, this is really the end of the day. A footnote in history. Gargash told this, quite nonsense if you ask me, as an answer to reporters at a conference in Bahrain. So no one knows where Assad is. But maybe we all should be looking in Vladimir Putin's bunker. After all, Vladimir Putin was loyal and staunch friend of Assad's family dictatorial regime, well, at least back in 2017.
Two bases have been established here and will operate on a permanent basis, at Tarsus and at Khmimim. And if the terrorists raise their heads again, we will strike them in ways they have never seen before.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, but who are these people tearing down Assad posters then? Who then Putin called terrorists? Who are they? And where was Russia? What happened to its proclaimed might? Where are these indomitable Russian forces that are going to crush down anyone who is against Putin and or his allies? Where are those fighter jets, super secret services, tanks and military tanks to which al-Assad regime was holding for 24 years and has fallen in only 11 days? And what's now in terms of Putin? As Comrade Lavrov, the very foreign minister of Russia, already announced that Russia would be ready to work, as he said, with any Syrian government. Well, of course, comrade, you would, if only you could. Assad is gone. He has fled his country. His protector, Russia, led by Vladimir Putin, was not interested in protecting him any longer. There was no reason for Russia to be there in the first place. They lost all interest in Syria because of Ukraine, where close to 600,000 Russian soldiers lay wounded or dead in a war that should never have started and could go on forever. Russia and Iran are in a weakened state right now, one because of Ukraine and a bad economy, and the other because of Israel and its fighting success. Donald Trump, the US president-elect. And what about the beheaded Syrian government? Well, Syrian Prime Minister Mohammed Ghazi Jalali said the government without Assad is ready to extend its hand to the opposition and turn its functions over to a transitional government. I am in my house, he said. I have not left, and this is because of my belonging to this country, Jalali said in a video statement. He said he would go to his office to continue work in the morning and called on Syrian citizens not to deface public property. Could it all be in new times really coming, and new leaders are coming indeed? And that could be a promise for all of us, for a new era for the region, maybe.
We are open to friendship with everyone in the region, including Israel. We have no enemies except the Assad regime, Hezbollah, and Iran. What Israel did against Hezbollah and Lebanon helps us a lot now. We will take care of the rest. Abu Muhammad al-Julani.
Another dictator has fallen and tens of thousands of refugees are returning home to Syria. So what does it all tell us about? First and foremost, the dictatorships will fall. Inevitably, any and each of them. It's pure statistics. And dictatorships that ally with other dictatorships will fall together. I don't know when exactly Vladimir Putin will have to flee Russia in a plane, but to give this topic a finished touch, I would like to give you an outstanding example of how firm and reliable is any negotiation or, God forbid, alliance with Russia. Russia has given Bashar al-Assad a lot of military aid and many air defense complexes such as S-300 amongst this aid. And today, one of these Russian air defense complex, S-300, downed a private jet that has left Damascus. And yes, answering that question that I can see in your eyes, according to flight radar, this was Bashar al-Assad's plane. Well, I guess we shouldn't be looking for Assad in Putin's bunker. That much is clear at least. Well, that will be all, folks, for tonight. My name is Henry Keen. We are UATV English, doing our best to deliver hard truth in easy terms for the whole free world, directly from Ukraine. Don't be shy. Please like, share, and comment. Your voice matters as it helps Ukrainian voice in turn to be heard globally. So stay safe and tune for more. Goodbye.